Hi everybody, my name is Harry Jacobs and I am the North of 60 Gamer, and welcome to the North of 60 Gaming channel. Today we're going to take a quick look at Enchanters, the deluxe box. There's been a lot of controversy around this particular East Quest addition to Enchanters. Now, I bought the deluxe box, so I don't think most of the issues were pertain to what I did or bought. But I'd like to sort of give you a semi-box opening. The box is already opened. I've already started sleeving. I've already played a couple games with my wife. Quite enjoy the game. But I wanted to show you the quality of the box, the quality of the components, and then have a little talk afterwards about what I felt about this particular campaign, because I did have a couple of problems with it. Nothing major, but it kind of left a taste in my mouth that was not as good as with other Kickstarters. And I'm not sure whether this is because it's Mythic games or maybe I'm just that picky. But we're going to discuss that. But first I want to show you what's in the box. Keep in mind that it's not an opening. It's just, I'm going to show you what I got. It's a $99 game. I think there's $99 worth of stuff in here. And I think the value for this particular box is good. So let's take a look at it. So here we are, the box. This is big. This box has to be 18 inches long and about 14 inches wide. Shipping weight was about 11 pounds. So this was a big game. Also, I purchased all the sleeves. There's over 1,000 cards. And then there's another 100 or so oversized cards, tiny epic size cards for villages and overlords. So that is the box itself. I'm not going to turn it over because stuff in there is going to spill, but I'm going to take the lid off. So just give me a second. We'll be right back. So first up in the box, this is the conversion chart. And this shows us how the cardboard tokens relate to the physical plastic tokens. That's a pretty good idea. There's a nice way of showing what is what. Bring that up just a touch. Secondly, you can see this is the startup. How do you want to play this game? You want to get into it really fast? Here's a little quick, here's what the game's all about. Get into it. Without a lot of rules, without a lot of cities, quest, events. Shows you the setup here using the mat, which is included in the deluxe version. Next is the rules. So this is deluxe, as I said. Again, it has the base rules. And then it goes through the Overlords, the Odyssey, the base game. As we flip through this a little bit, there's the Overlords expansion, there's the Odyssey expansion, there's the East Quest expansion. There's a co-op mode, there's a solo mode. So this game has a lot to offer, not only a group up to 4 people, but you can also do a solo game through or a cooperative. And the cooperative actually works for a solo as well. You would just have to play two-handed. I like the rules. I was able to play from the rules. Didn't have to watch a lot. This game is really easy. Basically, you start with nothing and 5 crystals. And then you will then journey along the journey map, which is really just the 6 cards. I'll just pull that out here, along here. And you will recruit or buy one of these items, and you will place it either on your fist or on your enchantment. And so eventually you might have the Sword of Poison or the Axe of Rage. And then you'll fight monsters. And then at the end you're going to collect victory points. Pretty straightforward. Filler game, no doubt about it. Here are the different components. Now, on this side is the cardboard. On this side are the plastic components. Now, some of you old war gamers may recognize what these are. These are those plastic trays that you used to get with the SPI games. I just happened to bought about a dozen a couple years ago. They are handy now and again. So you can see, well organized, everything fits. They actually fit in the box fairly nicely. Leaves a little bit at the end, maybe that much, between the lid and the end of the box or the bottom of the box. But you know what? Don't care. That's not that important. Inside, We have lots of space in this big box. You can see I've started sleeving. Now, again, one of the things I don't typically understand is the bags. There's a couple of games that have come with bags. I'll just put it here. It's nice, though. I like bags. I'm glad they have a bag, but I can't figure out what goes in the bag. If anybody knows, comment me so I know what the heck I'm doing. That's just a bag that came with my new overhead cam, which is right here. It is a Brio, better for low light, hopefully better. So this is one of the items that did have some controversy. I don't think it's a big deal. I'll bring it up, and you can see that the 3 is not in the center. So there was a lot of people not happy about this. I suppose if we're talking about quality control, yes, it could have been over another 1/4 inch or so, but at the end of the day, you only use it for one expansion, and so to me it wasn't a big deal. Now here this is a neat idea, so you can track your attack and defense. The only thing I would say about this is I like the idea. I think I would have liked to have seen cardboard for this, but what I should show you is, there we are, the mat. Here we are. I'll bring that up so you can see it on the mat as well. So I don't think, again, that's a big deal. There's your item cards, your enchantment cards, and your Monsters and Dragons. And if you want to see the overall mat, which I don't think is going to fit under here, there we go. Nice neoprene mat. Now the good thing about most of what this game's all about, the cards have the rules. Other than a little bit of startup and setup and how to sort of set the game up, everything you need is either in the quick rules or on the cards itself, which is good. So I have no trouble with the cards. In fact, we can pull a few out if you want. Let's pull out a couple here. So here we are. There is a short sword. There is a harp. The one thing I will show you is if on a 2-player game, you can see the 2 down at the bottom here. You would remove any card that didn't have the 2. So there are duplicates. So if you're playing with 3 or 4, you're going to put the duplicates in. If you're playing with 2, you're going to take them all out. There are items as well. So you saw some weapons there. I'll show you a monster if I can. There we are. There's a unicorn. So that's what it costs to kill him. That's how much damage he's going to do, and he's always going to do damage. Here's the city. And these cities allow you to do different things. Or is that an... Oh, actually, that's an overlord. So you would put reward tokens on here. You would defeat him a couple times. Then we've defeated the overlord. Over here are the cities. There we go. The Enchanters Guild. So the Enchanters Guild is specific to the co-op experience. Other than that, there are quests. There's events. There are banners. So all in all, this is what's in the box. You can see I have not sleeved everything. There we have some cards that are out but are not sleeved yet. I will get them sleeved in the next day or two. But I just really wanted to show you what was in this box. And there is a lot. I think for the $99 US, I do not feel that I got ripped off, despite perhaps the people complaining about the offset of that. So, where was I upset about this? Let's just talk about it in a second. So, the big issue I had with the Mythic games was the communications throughout the project. Now, I always expect projects to be late. Don't get me wrong. We know that Kickstarters are late as a rule. And usually I allow at least 6 months, if not more. I've got one outstanding for 2 years. I know it's shipping. Jack from the particular designer, it's been a passion project, and it's good. The game is good. It's taken him a long time, but, we got it, and we've gotten there. Mythic is a big, huge company. First of all, the communication should have been better. And yes, I know Sam Healy works for them, and he is good about answering stuff on the Kickstarter. So don't get me wrong. So starting back in around December, mid-December, I think it was 18th, around 18th, they said, "Oh, yep, we're ready, we're shipping," and that was it. So I checked around mid-January, and I said, and I'm looking at it going like, "You told me it was shipping. Where is it?" So I went in and I looked at it and said, "Guys, where's the shipping? You said, I think on January 8th, or there was another update, and said, yeah, everything's shipped and we're getting ready for fulfillment." Okay, so I went out and said, "Hey, guys, where is it? I haven't seen a tracking number." "Oh, cool your jets. It'll be there." Okay, cool. So, again, 2-3 weeks later, waiting for the thing, and I went in. This was the first week of February, and I went in. Okay, I went in. I finally got a tracking number around the end of January. Checked in, and they said, "Oh, February 8th. Great, we shipped it. Perfect." End of February, "Guys, where's my game? You said you shipped it." So, finally, even though it said it was generated and it was shipped on February 8th, I actually didn't get anything from the I think it might, whoever this shipper was, to the end of February. I said, like, "You told me you shipped it on the 8th, and you now just shipped it at the end of February, 4 weeks later." Now, after that, it was just a 2-week process. Bang, I have the game the first week of March, and away we go. I think companies need to be upfront and communicate. Delays are inevitable. It's cool. But all I wanted to know was, where in the process is my game? Now, when I give you $99 plus whatever the shipping was, and I bought all the sleeves and stuff, so when I give you $120 or $130, and you have that for a year, now it's not in my pocket, it's not in my bank account getting interest, it's sitting in your bank account, I'm supposedly being used. And you got to get, Mythic is big, so, it was a pretty good campaign, if I recall. So you got to be upfront, guys. If you're setting expectations, I'm a project manager, and if you're setting expectations, you've got to set those expectations, because we are your client. Myself, I'm like thinking, why would I back Mythic again? Other than this is a really good game, and it's a filler, which I like. So I just think that they need to be better handling their expectations. But other than that, I just quick recap. This is a fine game. I do not feel like I've been ripped off. I feel like this is good value for my $99 US, $130 Canadian. There's lots of replayability. I can play solo. It hits all my marks. So kudos on a great game. Just a little less kudos in how the execution of the campaign, especially at the end. But that's all I'm going to say about it. Thank you very much. My name is Harry Jacobs, and thank you for watching.